guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute, and you're probably gonna see some videos in the future where I'm wearing the same outfit, but stay tuned for those. I have been trying to get back on my filming game and be better about it. So I thought I would just do a video. I'm not sure if you're gonna like it or not, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be answering some like deep questions for you to think about. I just like found something on Pinterest and I thought it'd be good to like answer them for a video, maybe so you guys can get to know me a little better. It's been a while since I've answered like questions about myself, so I thought we would do that. So let's get right into it. So the first question that I found is, who do you think you've hurt the most and why? And that's really hard for me. I don't really know. I can't think of anyone that I've like hurt that bad. Like, obviously I've hurt people with like small things, but you know, it's all been good. I don't think I've actually like hurt someone bad enough for it to like be a memory to me. So I guess it's probably a good thing. If it is somebody, it'd probably be like one of my sisters or something, and it's over something like stupid. I don't know. But I really can't think of anything, so I guess it's good. I don't really know how to answer that question, so on to the next one. The next question is, what's one thing about your personality that you're insecure about or want to change? About my personality, that's kind of hard. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff like about, like my looks that I want to change, but you know, everybody has something that they're insecure about. My personality, I feel like maybe, actually, I don't know if I would change anything about my personality. Nothing major, like little things maybe. Like sometimes I get like annoyed really easily about things, and maybe I'd want to change that. But I think I have a pretty good personality. Maybe be less introvert. Like I feel like I'm very like, I don't talk to a lot of people and I don't have like a lot of friends, so I feel like maybe that's something I'd want to change. Like maybe try to talk to more people and make more friends. I have like one good friend and I feel like that's all I need, so I don't go out and try to like make friends with all these people. So maybe I'd want to change that, but other than that, there's not really much I'd want to change. So okay, the next question is, what's one underrated quality in someone that you find attractive? Again, I don't really know. Like I've never actually dated someone, so like I don't really have like something I would have from like a boyfriend that I would find attractive or something. So I don't really know. I'm trying to think of something that like I would find attractive. I personally just find like, you know, being loyal, being, you know, honest and complimenting me, but I feel like that's not really underrated. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like everybody wants that. So I feel like really that's all I can come up with is just like, I don't know, like just be nice, just, you know, be a good person. That's really it. I mean, that's just basic answer, so it's not really underrated, but that's what I would say. Okay, the next question is, who has seen you at your worst? That's a funny question. No one. That's my answer. Genuinely, no one has seen me at my worst but myself and my bedroom walls and my Taylor Swift posters. Like, literally, no one has seen me at my worst. And I'm probably gonna keep it that way. I don't think anybody wants to see me at my worst, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, the next question is, what is a mistake you've made that you can't justify? And that's kind of, again, a tough question. I feel like I've said that about every question, but like that's the point of this video, is to be answering tough questions. I can't really think of a mistake that I made that I can't justify. I have made a lot of mistakes, as has everyone else. Everyone makes mistakes. It's just life. But I cannot think of one specific time that I couldn't justify the mistake. It's usually silly stuff. It's never really anything that deep. I don't know, probably just like, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't think of anything. And it kind of sucks. I feel like I've said that about every question in this video, but like, I can't think of one right now that I remember sticking out that I couldn't justify. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just move on. The next question is, what's something you could talk about for hours? And I feel like that's an obvious one. The number one thing I could talk about for hours is Taylor Swift. Yeah, Taylor Swift. That's my answer for most things. Taylor Swift is like my hero, my best friend. Like, genuinely, like, she is everything to me. And I could go on and on about theories, about songs, lyrics, albums, her personal life. I could go on and on and on about anything. You can sit me down in front of a camera and I will tell you her whole life story. I literally, not even kidding, made a slideshow presentation just for fun. That's like 430 some slides just about Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's my answer. Taylor Swift. That's it. The next question is, what situations make you feel anxious? And that's a crazy question because genuinely everything makes me feel anxious. Is it something I should be worried about? Probably. But I don't know. I'm a very anxious person. I get anxious about literally everything. School, family, appointments, life. Like, I'm literally about to graduate. I'm going to be a senior in high school this coming school year, and I'm literally about to graduate. So, like, I'm anxious about that because I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And it's just like, I'm anxious all the time, every day, about literally everything. So there's my answer. The next question is, who in your life are you the most grateful for? And I feel like, again, the obvious answer would be Taylor Swift. And I know technically she's not in my life, which is why I have another answer. But Taylor Swift, I am the most grateful for, in life in general. In my personal life, I'm most grateful for my best friend, Angel. She's literally there for me for like some of the hardest times, some of the best times. She is my best friend and I love her so much. And I would not want another best friend besides her. Like, she is everything to me. So that's my answer. The next question is, do you believe that drunk words are sober thoughts? And that's a crazy question. I do actually I think I do believe that, because when you're drunk, you're just not really thinking straight. I get that, and like, you just kind of mumble and say stuff. But when you're sober, you have all these thoughts that you don't say out loud. So that way, when you're drunk, you just kind of spit them out because you're not thinking straight. So yeah, I do believe that drunk words are sober thoughts. I truly do. The next question is, what's something you'll never experience? That's kind of crazy to think about. I don't know if I've ever like thought about something that I'm never going to experience. I used to think it would be going to a Taylor Swift concert. But I did that. You can watch my Eras Tour experience video. That's like one of the first couple videos I posted, so you can go check that out. But now I feel like my answer is going to be meeting Taylor Swift. I dream of meeting Taylor Swift, obviously. And so I'm going to say that, meeting Taylor Swift. I'm probably never going to experience that. I'm not saying it's 100% definite because there's always a chance, but most likely I'm not going to experience that. So the next question is, tell us about the last time you made someone else cry. That, I don't actually know. I literally don't know. Actually, it was probably my little sister. We've been watching The Summer I Turned Pretty together. She's 10. I know, it's kind of young to be watching Summer I Turned Pretty, but you know, she's watching it with me. And we've been watching it, and I like to binge watch and she doesn't, so I was telling her I was gonna go watch it, and she started crying because she didn't want to, but like, so I told her she didn't have to watch it with me, and it was just like a whole thing. I won't go into too many details, but yeah, it was over The Summer I Turned Pretty. I made my little sister cry, so nothing deep. The next question is, what's a toxic trait you find attractive? And I feel like it's a really weird question, but if I had to think of one, a toxic trait that I find attractive would probably be like being clingy. I've never thought being clingy was like a bad thing. I don't know why people, I get why people would think that if they're like they don't like physical touch or like stuff like that, but I don't know, I just always thought, like, when people were like, oh, they were too clingy, I've always thought, well, I would like that, you know? Like, I want my person to, like, love me and want to be near me, you know? So I feel like that's probably my answer. The next question is, do you believe in words or actions more? And I feel like that's a really tough question because I obviously want to hear from you. You say the words that you will, like, never do it again. Like, for example, you know, if you did something wrong, you'll never do it again. But I personally feel like actions are better because if you show and you prove that you are not going to do it again, then I feel like that's better than just saying, hey, I'm not going to do it again, because that doesn't mean anything. That you could lie about that, you know? So I definitely believe that actions are better than words, 100%. The next question is, do you like giving or receiving better? And I feel like that's a weird question. And I feel like I sound selfish almost for saying this, but I like receiving better because if we're talking about, like, gifts specifically, I am a terrible gift giver. Like, terrible. Like, absolutely, like, the worst gift giver you could ever meet. I can't even think of a gift to give to my best friend for her birthday. Like, genuinely, I suck at giving gifts, and I know her so well. I know the people so well, but I cannot think of a thing to give them because it's that bad. I'm just terrible at giving gifts. I can never think of the best thing, so I always end up giving them just, like, something random, like their favorite candy or something, and it's not meaningful enough. So between the two, I prefer receiving just because people always know exactly what to get me, but I never know what to give people. So, and I know that sucks. I want to be able to give people stuff, but I'm really bad at it, and I don't even know why. So there's my answer. I have one more question, and it is love a choice or a feeling you can't control? And I feel like it can be both. Personally, I think it can be a choice. You can choose to love someone, more specifically in, like, relationships probably that aren't the most great, I guess that's the way I would put it. You're choosing to love that person even though maybe they're not the best person. But I also feel like it's a feeling you can't control because sometimes it could be, like, a person that you were, like, you used to, like, hate and, like, told yourself you wouldn't like them, and then all of a sudden you, like, do. So, like, and you don't know why, but you do, and it's, like, a feeling you can't control. So I feel like it can go both ways. I feel like most of the time it's just a feeling you can't control. Like, you love who you love. It doesn't, like, you know. But I feel like it also can be a choice in some circumstances, so that is all the questions I'm going to answer in this video. If you like this type of video, you let me know because I will 100% film more. I enjoy these videos. I love answering questions like this that are, like, about myself, but also just, like, questions in general. I just like answering stuff, and so you guys just let me know if you like this type of video and I can do more. Or you can ask me your own questions in the comments and I will answer them, or follow me on my Instagram and maybe I'll start doing polls on there or something, and you can ask me questions there. So that is all I have for this video. Let me know some other video ideas to film because I am trying to get back into it, but it's just, like, hard to come up with stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.